Welcome back to A320 Knowledge, your trusted source for Airbus expertise. Today, we'll be diving into the Forward Cargo Smoke ECAM. The first flight crew member that notices cancels the master warning. The pilot flying should follow the Airbus golden rules of fly, navigate, and communicate. With this ECAM, different actions are required depending on whether the aircraft is on the ground or in flight. The initial actions remain the same, and those are to prevent the initial spread of the cargo fire. We will discuss both scenarios. The pilot monitoring reads the displayed ECAM, in this case, smoke forward cargo smoke, and confirms the failure by inspecting the overhead panel and/or the SD pages. In this case, the smoke indication should be visible on the cargo smoke panel. The crew consider if any OEBs are relevant. If none are applicable, then the pilot flying calls for
ECAM actions.
The first ECAM action is to switch the cabin fans off. Ventilation, cabin fans, off. The next action is to discharge the agent. The pilot monitoring will ask for confirmation as this is a guarded red push button, meaning the action requires cross-checking and is irreversible. Forward cargo agent, confirmed?
Confirmed.
Discharge. The discharge light can take up to 60 seconds to appear after pressing the agent. The next line states that, when on the ground and before opening cargo doors, passengers disembark. Clear smoke?
Clear smoke.
There are no secondaries available, but land ASAP is in red, which means a safe landing should be made as soon as possible at the nearest suitable aerodrome. Status.
Stop ECAM.
At this point, both consider any normal checklists or incomplete flows, any potential system resets, or any additional procedures that are applicable. The same message about disembarking passengers is displayed on the status page, and the inoperative systems are the left and right cabin fans, as we have turned them off. Remove status.
Remove status.
ECAM actions complete. As expected, the alert is triggered when smoke in the forward cargo compartment is detected, and it is inhibited in the flight phases 4, 5, 7, and 8, which is above 80 knots on the takeoff roll until 1,500 feet, and then again below 800 feet on the approach until passing through 80 knots upon touchdown. If the smoke warning is displayed on the ground when the cargo doors are open, do not discharge the agent. You should request the ground crew to investigate and eliminate the smoke source if possible. If the cargo doors are closed, then order the ground crew to keep the door of the affected cargo compartment closed, unless the passengers have already disembarked and the fire services are present. Also, you must ensure that the forward cargo door is closed before discharging the extinguishing agent. After discharging the agent, the smoke light may clear, or it may not. This is because gases from the smoke source still remain. Also, the detectors are sensitive to the extinguishing agent, and the cargo compartment is no longer ventilated. Before any cargo doors are opened, the passengers must be disembarked, as opening the door will add oxygen to the environment and potentially exacerbate the fire. If the alert is triggered in the air, a smoke light on the overhead panel is enough to confirm the smoke presence, and the ECAM actions should not be delayed. For a red smoke indication to appear, both channels of the smoke detection system must detect smoke. Unless one is inoperative, then only one is required. The design of the system is to prevent the smoke from coming into the flight deck and the cabin. Once the agent has been discharged, isolation valves will close to prevent the cargo area from being ventilated. However, in this case, the cargo temperature now becomes unreliable. A note on spurious warnings. On the ground, the warning may be triggered due to high levels of humidity or insecticide spraying. If the smoke is not visually confirmed and the warning is no longer displayed, an FCOM procedure states the following. Deactivate the smoke detection system by pulling the Smoke Detection Control Unit 1 and 2 circuit breakers. Refer to the System Reset table for the individual circuit breaker locations. Then reset the cargo ventilation system by pulling and pushing the Air Conditioning Forward Cargo and Ventilation Control circuit breaker. And then at cargo doors closure, reactivate the SDCU 1 and 2. Thanks for tuning into this tutorial on the Forward Cargo Smoke ECAM.